Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. A lot of you, like myself, have full heads of hair in the back. Even some of you have a lot of hair on the sides, but where you have the hair loss for most of us is in the crown area. I'm going to show you how to make a new hair unit for yourself out of an old wig that you've got laying around. We're going to make this hair unit quick and easy in less than 30 minutes. These are the supplies that you will need: regular sewing thread and a small eye needle, weaving thread, and I like to use a curved needle, but you can use any needle that you like. You're going to need your clips. They come in medium, large, and small. Just make sure the holes in the clips are going to be large enough to accommodate your needle. You need a comb. Very importantly, you're going to need a measuring tape, scissors, pins. You're going to need a wig head. If you don't have a canvas one like I have, a styrofoam one will work just as well. Of course, you're going to need your old wig or wig that you've worn that fits your hair pretty well. A closure wig that has a large closure area is great. These are popular sellers on my website, MissLola.com, as well as at my wig salon. And I have shampooed and conditioned this wig, as well as shampooing and conditioning my own hair that I am growing out to be stronger and healthier. I want most of my hair to be incorporated with this hair unit, just like you probably do too. I'm going to show you how to measure for the hair unit that is going to fit your hair loss situation optimally. The first thing you want to do is take your head measurements so that you will know exactly the size hair unit that you need. Start at the center of your forehead, at the hairline, or where you want the hairline to be, and run the tape over the crown. You don't want to attach clips to any hair that's weak. That's why you want to go past your weak thinning area to your healthy hair. See what that measurement is. And for me, it's going to be a 10. If you're someone who has hair on the sides and you want your hair unit to incorporate into your size, and you're not going to need a total frontal, you just need your unit to go from that point to that point, then you will also find your healthiest hair. I'm going to pretend that I have healthy hair here because I'm going to use a different technique to blend some hair over here today. So I'm going to go across my front hairline and down to the other side. Just sort of look at yourself head on, and you can see that it's even. Okay, so that's going to be the width of the front of my unit, and that is going to be an 8. So my hair unit is going to be an 8 by 10. Those are the two measurements. Now just put your wig on the mannequin. Make sure that the lace is not folded under so you can get a true measurement. Just use a couple of pins to hold it down, right on the sides there. And use your tape measure to go to the front of the hairline, just like you did with your own measurements on your head, and go down to where that measurement stopped. Mine stopped at a 10. If you're doing a hair unit where you want to leave most of your hair out in the back and you just need it on the crown, then you would just take that measurement and go down to where you need it to stop, keeping in mind that you want to go by any thin areas, and you also want to leave maybe about 1/8 of an inch for the finishing edge that we're going to do very quickly and very easily. And use your tailor's chalk to mark that area. If you want to, you can put a pin at the front to hold that in place. And you can come down to where you got your mark. My mark is a 10. Yours will be different, or it could be the same. All right. And you want to look at your wefts back there. And wherever your measurement is, find the weft that's closest to that mark and cut below that weft. So we'll go ahead and mark that. So my measurement hits directly on a weft because you can see where the stitching is. So I am going to go past it just a little so that it is not on the sewn line but below it, because that's where your weft is. You don't want to cut that. You want a little bit of an edging under there so that you can make your finishing. So you know where your first mark is. It's from the forehead to the crown. Now the second measurement is going to be that measurement that goes across the front hairline. And again, you can just look and see by the closure part, and then what you're going to go down under that, you can look and see and make sure that it's even. Doesn't have to be perfect, but you want it near close. My measurement is an 8. Whatever yours is, you want to fold your measuring tape right in the middle, and that's a 4. So I'm going to put that 4 right in the center, and we're going to be 4 inches over here. You can also use a pen. Pens help you have a little accuracy. You can put that right in the middle like that, and then you go 4 inches over here and mark it. So that's going to be your measurement on that side, and then turn your measure tape around, and this will be 4 inches on this side. So you mark that side. So you got your markings of 4 on one side and 4 on the other, so that it's going to give you 8 inches. And then you have your marking back here, that's 10 inches. So you can take your measurings tape where you have that marking for your 8 inches and go ahead and lock that in place with a pin, and then come right around where you have that bottom measurement. Put a pin there to hold that in place. Come right on around and take it right to the other measurement on that side. Use a pin to hold that in place. So there you have the measurements or the sizing for your hair unit. So what you want to do now is take more pins and lock that in place. Start right in the middle and work around on both sides. See where I have my marking? That is where the sewing line is. I don't want to cut on the sewing line. I want to go right beneath it and just above the next sewing line and make my first cut and just go around. Can you see what I'm doing? Just go around and cut right above that next line. Make sure you're not cutting the hair, but just the fabric or the lace. Take your time. Now, if you have to go up, just go right to that line. Cut through the weft. See? There you go. Same thing with this side. You're going to cut around just like you did on the other side. And if you want to start over here, you've already got your markings. Just cut through the lace and make sure you don't cut through the hair by lifting it up. You just snip the track like that. Just snip right through it like this. And this is for if you are going to be going down with your hair unit. And just watch what you're doing. And I have cut just above that next line, but below the line before. I know I'm going to use this for making another hair unit, some part of another hair unit at another time. So I'm just going to put this in my little grab bag. This is what we have for our hair unit. Isn't this absolutely easy? So you want to go ahead and take your tape off. Put your pins back into your pin cushion. Now you want to take your weaving thread, and we're just going to make a simple finishing here and just do lock stitches all the way around. They can be large lock stitches, and while you're making those lock stitches, put them sort of far apart. Just put a little tension on it so that it will draw it a little closer and give a snug fit to the unit. That if any wefts that you've cut through like that right there, just make sure you go through that weft and secure that so that won't come apart. And then there's another one. Those are going to be the only two on this side that I cut through, and just pull it a little bit to draw it a little closer. And now that you're here on this part, there should not be any wefts that are through here that have been cut because you went on a straight line. And just all the way around. Do a lock stitch. At the edge of that fabric. You don't need to go through the track. Just at the very edge of it, like this. I'm going around to the other side now. Same thing where I cut two wefts to go up. I want to make sure that I get that, put the needle right through the weft so I don't have to worry about that coming out at any time. There's the other one. And my finished edge is done. I'm going to do a double lock stitch right here so that it does not come out. And see what a nice finished edge that you have so that your unit doesn't unravel under there. Put your unit on to see where you want to put your clips, and say if you have hair over here, then you would start your clip at the very front of your unit. You would place your clip, but since I'm going to be using a little technique to give me some artificial hair on the side, I'm going to put that first clip into healthy hair right at the front of my hairline. It's not healthy and strong, but there we go where it starts getting stronger. So I'm going to put a clip there. Put my first clip, and then I'm going to go back here and put my second clip, and I'm going to move further over to put that third clip, and I'm just going to put my fourth clip in the same location on the other side as I did on that side. The way you sew clips on, to take your hair unit just like this and let the rubber part of the clip is going to face the inside of the cap, and the teeth of it are going to face up. And then you just sew them on with your small needle. I'm going to go right down to that bottom edge and sew through the first hole. Lock stitch your thread and go through that same hole about 3 times. Don't have to pull it really tight. Just the thickness of the thread will be enough to give it support. My topper is finished. Is yours? I am addicted to my facelifts. They just make so much difference in pulling my face up and making me look younger. And who does not want to look younger? Let's see how my unit is fitting. You try yours on too. Oh yeah, mine is fitting great. So how I'm going to install mine is with my favorite Ebin adhesive spray, but you can use tapes, you can use your own adhesive. You may not need adhesives, you may just be able to just clip it on and it'll blend right in with your skin. I'm going to use a little technique to do some fake hair. What a difference a hair unit makes. I will make a hair unit for you to blend in with your own hair while your own hair grows out healthy. You can contact me by email. You can call me. I am always available. I will return your calls and I will help you as quickly as I can. I guarantee that. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. I appreciate it. Before you leave, please subscribe, like, tell others. Most of all, enable that notification bell so you will always know when I'm working my magic. Take care, everybody. I'll see you next time.